Alright, gearheads and grease monkeys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got a real barn burner of a situation. You see that engine? Yeah, that one. Well, let's just say someone, and I won't name names, decided to run it without any oil. I know, hold on to your lug nuts, because it's as bad as it sounds. But the real question is, can this engine be saved? First off, a quick lesson for the uninitiated. Oil is the lifeblood of your engine. It keeps everything lubricated, reducing friction and preventing metal-on-metal contact. Without oil, it's like trying to run a marathon with your shoes glued to the ground. You're not going far, and it's gonna hurt. So, what happens when you run an engine with no oil? Well, things get hot. Really, really hot. Friction goes through the roof, and parts start grinding against each other. The result? Damage. Lots and lots of damage. We're talking scored cylinders, seized pistons, and potentially a complete engine meltdown. It's not pretty, folks, trust me. Now, before we get too deep into the carnage, let's talk about the symptoms. Did the engine start making a horrible, grinding noise? Did the oil pressure light come on, screaming for help? Did the engine just stop? These are all telltale signs of a seriously oiled, challenged situation. If you experienced any of these, then the odds are not in your favor. Okay, so the damage is done. Now what? Well, the first thing to do is assess the situation. We're gonna take a look at the oil pan, pull the valve covers, and inspect the internals. We're looking for any obvious signs of destruction, like metal shavings, scoring on the cylinder walls, and any parts that look like they've been through a wood chipper. Depending on the severity of the damage, we have a few options. If we caught it early enough, and the damage is minimal, we might be able to get away with a rebuild. This involves replacing any worn or damaged parts, cleaning everything thoroughly, and putting it all back together. It's a lot of work, but it's often the most cost-effective solution. But if the damage is extensive, a rebuild might not be enough. In that case, we might need a new engine. Now, before you start hyperventilating, there are a few options here. We could go for a new crate engine, which is basically a brand new engine ready to go. Or, we could try to find a used engine, which could be a cheaper option, but comes with its own set of risks. Regardless of which route we take, the key is to be methodical and patient. We're going to take our time, do the job right, and hopefully bring this engine back to life. So stick around, and let's see if we can save this poor, oil-starved power plant. We'll dive deep into the teardown, inspect every component, and show you exactly what it takes to bring an engine back from the brink. Don't touch that dial. This is gonna be a wild ride.